welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you are here, and we're just going to keep the good times rolling. Yes, because I love a joyful person, and that is what I'm seeing right here in this man's eyes. Ja Rule, boy, you know, I love me some Ja Rule. We're going to do it out, my baby. I love me some Ja Rule. Always have, always will. Yes, yes, he is number one in my book. Now, it is so nice to see such a normal thing take place for him, which probably didn't feel so normal, right? As he's got to do one of the most honorable things that a father could do. Because, you know, I love a participating father. I really do. I love a father who is involved. Ja Rule got to walk down his beautiful daughter down the aisle. Yes, in marriage. I'm so happy for the family. I'm happy for his daughter. I think it is so wonderful for them to be in this position, this very moment in time, and the emotion that was shown, the beauty that is of this Gatsby theme wedding was everything. Chef's kiss. Everything it was. And I'm so happy for them. You know, one thing about Ja Rule is that I can appreciate, and it obviously is enough, whatever it may be, you know, because we know him as a rapper that's been around for a really long time. He's been an entertainer for a long time. So we know that there's been many times, and also some stints that he did where he was away from the family, you know, when he had to do that whole camp thing. But we know that there's been some times where he's not been able to be physically there, but it is clear that he has been there. So you know what? I love a present father. I love a present mother. I love a present person. And so to see the smiles, to see the love, to see the joy that was of what we were able to see that was shared to us. Thank you for sharing those beautiful moments. I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's just bask in the joy of something positive happening, because look, love is love. And I love love. So let's get into it, okay? All right, so this sharing is coming to us by way of hiphopvibe.com. And it shares, Ja Rule's walks daughter Brittany down the aisle in tearful wedding moment. Ja Rule's tearful walk, a father's proud moment at daughter Brittany's wedding. All right, now, congratulations, Brittany. Ja Rule's daughter, Brittany Asia Atkins, recently said, "I do," and it was her father's emotional walk down the aisle that stole the spotlight. Captured on video by longtime family friend Angie Pearson, the moment shows Ja Rule holding back tears as he proudly escorted his eldest daughter into a new chapter of life. And you know what? Before we continue to move forward in that, oh yeah, okay, we're good to go. We're good to go. Look, never question myself. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into it. All right. Where did we left off? Well, you know what? It was a beautiful moment, right? That's what was happening. He was holding back tears. Let's keep going. Now, the intimate clip shared wildly online reveals a softer side of the rapper known for his gritty lyrics and tough persona. Now, this milestone resonated deeply with fans. Far from the stage and spotlight, the wedding presented a rare glimpse into Ja Rule's role as a devoted dad. It reminded many of the universal bond between parent and child, especially when it comes to letting go. Ja Rule's career, from platinum plaques to personal milestones. Well, before he was a father walking his daughter down the aisle, Ja Rule was a chart-dominating rapper who helped define early 2000s hip-hop. Born Jeffrey Bruce Atkins, he exploded onto the scene with hits like Always on Time, Put It On Me, and Mesmerize, blended rugged rap verses with R&B hooks that defined a generation. Because look at here, a thug means a lady. And I always say R&B, hip-hop, you know, R&B and rap, those two go together like a marriage. So yes, I am so happy to have been in existence where this kind of marrying has happened. Let's continue. His partnerships with Ashanti, Jennifer Lopez, and Fat Joe brought him both commercial success and pop culture dominance. Outside of music, he ventured into acting roles such as The Fast and Furious, Scary Movie 3, and more, showing range beyond the mic. But his journey wasn't without hurdles. A feud with 50 Cent, legal troubles, and backlash from the failed Fyre Festival, let's not talk about that festival, placed him in a harsh spotlight. Still, he weathered the storms, reaffirming his longevity. Now, more recently, Ja Rule has embraced business and family. He launched Rose Vine Sellers in 2023 and followed it up with Amber and Opal, a whiskey brand, in early 2025. Congratulations to those entrepreneurial spirits. These entrepreneurial moves signal a transition into legacy building, a theme mirrored in his daughter's wedding. Brittany Atkins' wedding journey. Well, now Brittany's wedding wasn't just a family celebration, it marked a generational passage. The eldest of Ja Rule's three children, Brittany has largely stayed out of the public eye, making this moment even more meaningful for longtime fans of the artist. While details about the groom and the ceremony remain private, the event featured the symbolic act of jumping the broom, a gesture rooted in African American heritage that signifies unity, tradition, and the start of a new legacy. Now, with Ja Rule visibly moved and surrounded by loved ones, the ceremony offers an authentic representation of how modern celebrity families blend fame with real-life traditions. Now, Angie Pearson, daughter of Murder Inc. founder Irv Gotti, captured the event, further cementing the close-knit nature of the Murder Inc. family legacy, making it not just a family affair, but a cultural one as well. Celebrity children and the new wave of weddings. Well, Brittany Atkins' wedding is part of a growing wave of celebrity children stepping into their own spotlight, this time not through fame, but through life milestones. Go figure. Like what all of us normal people do, right? As the children of stars growing up, fans are increasingly drawn to their coming of age moments, including engagements, weddings, and parenthood. Recent high-profile family events have included Vanessa Bryant's daughter, Natalia, attending her college prom, Magic Johnson's son, EJ, being honored at LGBTQ+ events, and even Snoop Dogg proudly sharing updates about his children's achievements, including weddings and baby showers. Now, these moments allow fans to see a new human side of their favorite stars, the proud parent, the emotional guardian, the legacy builder. They bridge generational gaps and show how celebrity families evolve publicly and privately. Now, in Britney's case, the tradition of jumping the broom connects past and present, showing how culture and heritage remain central even in high-profile lives. This trend speaks to a wider user interest in celebrity family milestones where fame meets the familiar. Now, family at the center, Ja Rule's greatest role. Though Ja Rule's career spans decades and includes major accolades, it's clear that his most cherished role is being a husband and father. Married to Asia Murray, I'm saying that right. Since 2001, the rapper has raised three children, Brittany, Jeffrey Jr., and Jordan, mostly out of the tabloid spotlight. Now, over the year, it could be Aisha too. I think it's Aisha, though. Over the years, he's spoken openly about his commitment to his family, even turning down certain opportunities to remain present at home. This devotion adds weight to the emotional walk down the aisle. It wasn't just a sweet moment, but a culmination of years of fatherhood, sacrifice, and love. Family friend Angie Pearson's presence at the ceremony also shows the lasting relationships Ja Rule has nurtured throughout his career. From music to milestones, community remains at the heart of everything he does. Now, the power of celebrity family moments. From Blue Ivy Carter performing with Beyonce to Dwayne Wade supporting Zaya at red carpet events, celebrity family moments have become cultural touchpoints. They humanize public figures and reveal their priorities beyond the spotlight. Now, Britney's wedding fits securely squarely into this narrative. It's not about red carpets or headlines. It's about love, transition, and legacy. For fans scrolling through endless content, moments like Ja Rule's tearful walk down the aisle provide a pause, a chance to witness something real. Public interest in these family events isn't going away. In fact, it's increasing. Audiences crave stories that feel authentic, and celebrities once seen as untouchable are now most celebrated when they show vulnerability. That's why Ja Rule's wedding moment is resonating so deeply. Now, an emotional moment of fatherhood. This moment wasn't just emotional because a celebrity cried. It was emotional because it reflected something universal, the bittersweet pride of watching your child grow up. For Ja Rule, it was the culmination of years of parenthood, partnership, and purpose. It also taps into deeper cultural layers. The act of jumping the broom, the tight-knit Murder Inc. family presence, and the multi-general symbolism all work together to offer a story that's both personal and collective. For fans, it's a reminder that even in a world of glam and grandeur, the real wins are often found at home. Now, from microphone to milestone, well, Ja Rule's walk with Brittany, Asia Atkins down the aisle wasn't just a proud dad moment. It was a full circle celebration of love, legacy, and the quiet triumph of fatherhood. It reminded audiences that beyond hit singles and celebrity dramas, stars have family traditions and emotions just like anyone else. This story, rooted in real emotion and rich cultural context, stands as a powerful example of the content audience crave in 2025, and I do hope and beyond. Authentic, value-driven, and emotionally resonant. As a Ja Rule continues, as Ja Rule, as a Ja Rule, as Ja Rule continues his journey, both personally and professionally, moments like this ensure he remains not only relevant, but relatable. Ooh, I love that word relevant, because that seems to be used a lot and years to come, which is so interesting to me when sometimes you hear it in a way that people like to use it in a negative sense, which I don't understand that at all, because you're relevant if you're here. You're non-relevant if nobody cares about you and you're no longer with us. So yeah, let's really talk about the real world and meaning of relevancy. Anyways, I digress. Let's move on to the continuation of this beautiful story and the beautiful message that is sent here, which is that, again, one, we're just like everybody else. Everybody deserves to have that happy moment, the fun moment, the traditions, the things that make us who we really are. Not what we do, but by way of like just entertaining individuals, but who we are and what we do by how we treat and how we stand up and are present for the ones in our lives, for the ones that we care about, for the ones that we say, hey, I love you and I'm going to be here with you through thick and thin, through the journey that is life. And I'm so excited to see this for Ja Rule, because one thing about Ja Rule that I like about him so much is he's really such a humble individual. He really does. And I love this about him. He's funny to me. He really seems to really truly love hard and love well. Love in a way that is not toxic. And I love that, because I can't stand toxic. But at the end of the day, it is so beautiful to see this. His wife was gorgeous. I mean, everybody was beautiful at this wedding. It was just a wonderful thing to see the smiles from ear to ear. It was so much about the richness and the beauty of coming together as family and friends and celebrating such a positive thing. And I'm so happy for them. And I wish them all the blessings for this wedding, for this union. Brittany and her groom, I hope that they continue to have just as many continued blessings on their own as they were ever to have before, right? And let's hope that this union stays together in such a tight-knit way that continues to move on for the legacy of their family. And let it all be shown as continued ways for everyone else to see as examples of, how we move forward. But also remember, be an example in your life. Also remember, be an example of what you do and how you share, because it's not about what these people do on screen, right? I mean, it's great that it resonates. It's great that it triggers something in the spirit of individuals and finds, helps us find great enjoyment. Because I know I did. I was so, ecstatic for them. And I know that, Ja Rule had been talking about this for a while. And so it was really nice to see it actually come out, and for them to even share those moments that we got to see. It was beautiful. The father-daughter dance, it was so fun and enriched with just happiness. And I mean, in having those moments, and we have to have those moments. Those moments have to overpower everything else. So the amount of time and option that you choose, because happiness can be a choice, right? Happiness, in all intents and purposes, is a choice. You may have to deal with some obstacles. And I didn't say it was perfection, but it can be a choice. And so they chose happiness. I love that this situation worked out for them. It seemed like it was beautiful from what we can see. Like I said, down to the decorations, and I'm sure everything else as well. It's just beautiful to see. And I love a time where people can just find a moment to be happy and like each other. We need more of that for sure. And not only just what we see and what we intake, but what we also bring into our own lives. Taking that step away and being able to do that in our own existence is so important to do that. Because at the end of the day, this is what all matters. Family, love, tradition, the ones that are good, not the negative traditions, but positive meaning. Because that, when you take away everything else, is all that matters. Because as all we got. This is it. Make do what you can do. Treat each other fairly. Treat each other lovingly. Treat each other how you'd want to be treated would be the way to go. But I'll just stick with treat people fairly and treat people lovingly, and it will come back to you in twofold. And when you do it authentically, because that's usually the way you need to be doing it, just wait and see how your life changes around for the positive, and you'll want to give more and more and more, because that's kind of how that works, right? So yeah, with that, I think I'm going to bid you adieu on this video. I am so happy for Ja Rule and his family. Congratulations again to Brittany and her groom, and I wish for them continued happiness, many positive things, whatever they want to do. Sky's the limit. Look at it from that perspective, right? And I hope they charge in whatever their life is. And yeah, I'm here for all of the happiness, all of the glory. And so with that, thank you so much for being here. Definitely, if you have not hit that subscribe button, I hope that you will, and become part of the family. I would so love to have you. And for all of you that have already been rocking with me and are already part of the family, I so appreciate you, and I continue to thank you, and really do, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate the fact that you sit and support through my viewing and listening of my videos. I thank you so much for that, and I definitely appreciate having the commentary in the comment section as well, and talking to you, and sharing our thoughts and knowing more about your thoughts. So definitely leave your thoughts about this story down below in the comment section. I would so love to just talk and hang out with you out there. So anyways, thank you again so much for being here. I will have one more video dropping later on this evening, so definitely make sure you come back for that one as well. Definitely gonna want you to know your thoughts, because I'm gonna share mine. And I would so appreciate that for sure. And so yeah, make sure you have those all notification bells on. So with that, you take care. I'll see you in a bit. Bye.